Hello friends, very good evening. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Talent Traders. If you are new to my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe the channel to get more update on intraday and positional trading strategies. And this video, I am going to discuss about the strategy which we are going to do on Banknifty options that may giving you some good result over the period of time. Here we know every week and every day the options premiums are decay due to the time value. So how we can get the time value premium as our profit? So one of my YouTube comment which I have created by today is about I have a 2 lakhs capital and what kind of strategy which I am going for. So if you are going to follow this strategy, it may be a best strategy for you with a capital of 2 lakh, but it is not a what we say, it's not a aggressive trade. It's a very slow and steady trade, and looks like over the period of time there is a no loss strategy kind of system this was. And last 2 years back test which we are going to see here right now, almost from 28 September 28 2020, and right now it is October 28 2022, up to 2 years, which we are watching this back test result, where you can see how it is potential giving you the profit. So let calculate right now. We have the capital required for doing a bank nifty. The capital required to do bank nifty short straddle, that means selling a call and a put option both together on the same expiry. It may be at the same strike price also. There's a short straddle. It's required some margin is around 1.8 lakhs. Okay, and within a 2 years your capital would be doubled up to 1.8 lakhs, so almost 100% return in 2 years. There is no complex strategy here. The main concept and the idea is about the premium decay. So every day, every week, every month the option premium is going to decay, and end of the expiry all the OTM and ATM options became zero. It's a very simple way and in a robotic mode, so we can do this trade. So while making this kind of trade, it's a like we are doing automation on the trade, and we have to keep tracking that automations, whether how it is running, is there any failure or any errors. That only that if we are focusing it out, it's good enough, and we keep the trades. And where so approximately 50% return in a year, and in a monthly, so almost we got near about 4 to 5% per month the result. So the trades which we are going to make every day in a live market, so there's a pre-built conditions. In a short straddle we are not going to make large complex conditions, so buy sell, not like that. Very simple conditions where we are going to make use of the strategy, but most of the people doesn't do the strategy because of the emotions and because of the volatility, so they are get panicked. And here in this strategy, even if you are going to calculate some slippages almost a 10%, so your profit would be near about if you are less your 10%, almost 90% return on this kind of equity, and that capital where you are going to almost 90% return, even if you are less some 10% for slippages and brokerages, right? So this strategy is nothing, I'm just simply doing it out. And let's look at that. What was the winning ratio, winning probability is about the system is 63.3%, and average profit on a daily basis is around 2200, and average loss is around 2700. It's near about not exactly, it's looking a 1:1 kind of strategy. So here one pot risk and one pot reward, where we are having accuracy of 63%. So maybe we are ending, even if you are going to take a trade, we are going to make profit because it is accuracy is more than 63%. And what is the risk per trade? It's about 0.83 percentage. And maximum drawdown, what is mean by the drawdown? So if you are entering at any point of the time at the peak, and from there your capital or your investment may going down up to 36,000 rupees. That is what the key concept. Let I am going to show you what is the drawback, drawdown, that I'm going to show you here. If I'm investing here around that time, if I'm starting when the strategy is making a 1,40,000 profit, at this time if I'm entering and then it coming down to the maximum drawdown is about 20,000 rupees. But at any point of the peak, if you are entering after you are entering at the peak, your maximum loss would be 36,000. That may be this peak. From 1,57,000 it reaches the maximum of 1,21,000. So here about 36,000 drop if you are entering in this into the strategy by May 2022. Before that, the maximum drawdown would be less than this maximum drawdown. So that is called the max drawdown, is about a 36,000. So if I'm going to make this trade and if I'm going to play this trade with a 1.8 lakh, so that is what are the exact margin required. 1.8 lakhs is the margin. But if I'm doing with a 2.2 lakhs margin plus my drawdown capital is around 35k or 36k, so almost 2,36,000 is the margin. So where I'm going to use a 2,50,000 margin for this trade, sure over the period of time you are going to make money from this strategy. Then how this would be a profitable trade? So let me see, we are discussing about the trades, how it is happening. I'm not going to complex you. Let's talk about the winning percentage is 66% and win loss ratio. Let's look at about 1:2, more near about 1:2. So we are in the profit because the win loss ratio, that means that my profitable trade is greater than my loss trades. So it would be a even 1:1 strategy that will giving you profit. That how? If I'm winning a 51 trades, let discuss let leave it about brokerage and taxes. If I'm making a winning trades as a 51, then my loss trade would be a 49. In this scenario, my two trades would be a profitable trades, two trades. So even if the accuracy having a 51 and 49, if you are making 1:1, there is a chances of two trades you are going to make profit. I'm talking about without a brokerage and tax. But if you're calculating brokerage and tax, this would be a loss making strategy. But here our accuracy is about 63 percentage and winning ratio is about 189 divided by 326. So that means 189 trades if I'm losing, but my winning trade is around 326, then how much trade which I'm going to make profit? So after my loss trades, even if I'm the ratio of that average profit and average loss is about near about exactly slightly higher than that, but the winning trade is more than the loss trades. So how much I'm going to get a profit on that? So let me go for a 189 minus 326. So almost 137 trades which I'm going to make profit. So after less my losses and other things, so if I'm calculating 137 multiplied by 2201, which approximately 3 lakhs, but here your loss ratio is a little bit higher. So here 189 trades which we are going to compare here. Just wait now. So your winning trade is greater than, so almost 189 trades, so the 500 rupees would be the higher than that our loss ratio. So let me like almost 3 lakhs is the profit, so 189 into 500 excess, so 94,000. So approximately minus 3 lakh 10,000, so almost 2 lakh. So exactly the calculation would be 1,89,000 which we are going to make profit in this total trades. So that is what the result which you are going to focus here. And almost you make a 14 winning streak, almost 14 trades you consecutively win and 6 losses. Okay, so a maximum profit on a day is around 9,100 and the maximum loss which you have lost is around 10,500 in a single day. Maybe two of your stop loss got triggered. So this is what the day wise. Let's look at the day wise how you are going to make profit. So Monday, if you are doing Monday alone, 1,46,000 profit, 898,000 loss. And if you are doing the Tuesday alone, 133, 100, 1,18,000. And if you are doing a Wednesday alone, 143 profit, 114 loss. So here day wise and call sides and put sides. Let's look at the call side and put side. Put side is alone. If you are doing only on call sides, that may be giving you there is a profit, and put side alone there is a profit. And in a year wise, so 2020, 98,000, 55,000 loss. So and you can see that profit and loss over the period of time. So let's look at that rate. So almost this year, so 4 consecutive months rate. The one is 16,000, second one is 7,000 and 500 and 12,000. These are the loss. And let's look at the remaining months are in profit. Almost in the 10 months, 4 months were a loss and 2 months were a minimum. And profits here 9,000, 25,000, 19,000. Here maybe a 2,000, and here is the 9,000, 13,000. So almost 6 months we are ending with a profit, and in a 4 months we are losing, and one month is the biggest loss. But in 2021, most of the months are in profit. Only 2 months we are in loss. Almost 10 months it is in profit. The minimum 4,000, 1,500. At this month 2,000 and profit. And here we are calculating last 2020, the last 4 months is the profitable. So if we are comparing almost to 24 months, we have 4 almost 6 month loss, and 18 months would be the profit. So here is the trades. What are the trades? And if you are going to focus everyday trades, and what would be the profit? So here you can see the 2, 4, 5 days consecutive losses, and here it's not about a previous one. And this week and 28th is a profit, 27, 25th the loss, and 21, 20th, 19th, 18th. So these are all the profits. And here you can see there is a profit. So what was the strategy here? It's a very simple strategy. I'm not going to complex here, and I'm going to show you that right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a Banknifty. It's a back test from 2020, and what I'm doing at the date of 9:30 every day at 9:30, I'm going to take a sell, a call, and put option, and I'm going to exit that position. So that I'm going to edit exit conditions. So the time of the day should be equal to 3 o'clock 10 minutes, maybe 15:10:00 seconds. I have saved. My entry condition is nothing. I'm not reading any indicator charts and other things. My entry is around 9:30 and exit is about 3:10. And I'm going to sell a call option ATM. It's depend on the future price. I'm going to sell it by weekly options, and put option which I'm selecting put ATM strike price, and I'm going to sell both. I'm going to sell, and I keep the stop loss of 30%. If I'm selling the option at 100 rupees, I just keep my stop loss at 130. My SL would be 130, and if it put option 100, stop loss would be 130. If stop loss triggered, no problem both. There is a 3 types of condition. The first one is no stop loss for both the sides. Second one is both the sides can be triggered a stop loss. On third condition, any one trigger stop loss, and remaining one would be end of the day we are exiting. That is what the 3 simple conditions. We are not going to make any complex on the particular strategy. And what happened in this? Finally, this is what the strategy. At 9:30, I'm going to sell a ATM call and put option based on the future premium, and I'm going to exit out 310. Before that, if any legs which is triggers my stop loss up to 30%, I'm going to exit. Simple strategy which I'm going to mark from 2020 2022. This is on weekly options. Then I'm going to run the back test. Let's look at what was the result which we have gained from the strategy in the last 2 years up to 24 months. It's not depending on 1 month, 2 months. It's a result is about over the period of time. It's not about 1 month. So maybe 2 months consecutive losses also be possible. So if you have 1,80,000 for a margin, and remaining 36 for the drawdown, maybe the drawdown may increase also. But you have keep sufficient margin to apply this strategy. So there is a lot of robotic softwares are available to execute this strategy. And let's look at that the time is running and see what was the performance about the strategy. And see, it is about 2,09,000. Why it is coming at 2,09,000? Previous one which I am exited at 325. Here I am exiting my strategy by 315, sorry 310 the time, and the accuracy little bit increase. You can backtest and change your percentage of risk and other things. May it give you some good result. And the same one, it is about a weekly time frame. Maximum drawdown is a little bit 30,000. Why? Because I exited the trade by 310 exactly. And same one which I am going to do on a monthly options. Okay, if I am focusing on a monthly option, just I am focusing for a monthly option, the same concept. Instead of selecting a weekly strike prices, I'm going to select a monthly strike prices. If I'm selecting a monthly strike price, what would be the result? Not only the weekly option is reducing premium more, it's not a concept. Both the options, either a monthly or a weekly, all the option is reducing its time value. Let's try this one, but only changes on this strategy is monthly option, which we are selecting the monthly strike prices. Let me run what would be the probability of the system or profitability of the system, which is going to generate you by the methods, by strategy, simple strategy. What the condition is, I'm selling at option at 930, exiting at 315. If I'm checking you that in weekly option, it may generate you 2,09,000 rupees in over the period of 2 years. That means your capital would be doubled. And here I'm checking out this one about monthly options. Maybe the time value will be less. Let's check it out what happened under the monthly options. 2,05,000. And drawdown is about 24,000. Previously 30,000, here at 24,000, and risk per trade is 1:1.8, and here the winning ratio also increased, and winning probability also increased, but only thing the profit ratio is decreased, and same time loss ratio also decreased. Previously we are seeing around approximate loss is around 2,700, but here it is reduced. But previous profit is around 2,000 plus, but here reduced around 1,700. But the result is same, either whether you are selecting a monthly options or weekly options, both the result would be the same for the thing. The simple concept what I'm going to tell you, 930 entry time and exit time 310. At 930 we are entering into C and P ATM. We are going to sell, right? And each leg call or a put, we keep 30% stop. Here also 30% stop. Both we are keeping a stop. Once it is triggered, both are the possibilities to trigger, both may not be triggered. One may trigger and another may be coming down. So this is what the conditions we are going to focus it on. And thank you for watching this video, and thank you very much.